Sometimes we think if I just keep on going in the training and going in the training and going in the training, I'm going to have success. No, that's like you keep on going in the garage and going in the garage and looking at the bike and thinking about getting on the bike. It's getting on the bike and riding the bike is how you're going to learn how to ride a bike. So some of you are getting so distracted by all of this and all of that and all of this, and you're not just plugging in. Do you realize the amount of money that's been made inside our community because of the training that you get, because of the free training that you get inside the digital growth community, this live interactive training? And do you realize inside your launch pad, inside your passive daily pay blueprint, inside your digital mastery, inside your legacy builders program has everything you need to make millions? Do you realize I have provided you with what has made me in 2 years and 6 months $6 million? So why do you think you need more? Why do you think you got to continue to spend more? The only thing you need to spend more on is accountability, is having somebody like me push you and help you pivot and not have you quit. That's all you need. You don't need no more techniques. You don't need no more strategies. We have the best strategies. We do. You just need the accountability. You got to learn to show up. Like it's so wild to me that you get on a Zoom and you'll raise your hand immediately. How do you know what questions you have? You haven't even learned anything yet today. I'm telling you guys, you're making this way too hard. If I can make millions, so can you. I am no different than you. I just drove to success. I want you to get in and drive to success, because if you will borrow my belief and just drive to success. Do you guys realize, and this is what I'm going to help you with today. We're going to go from no following, no email list, no understanding of what you have. Matter of fact, I can even add stinking thinking. Because if I go back to September of 2022, I had stinking thinking. I was like, you're going to TikTok? Aren't you too old for TikTok? What am I thinking? Isn't TikTok a dancing platform? That's how, you guys, I know nothing about TikTok prior to September of 2022. Here's why I chose TikTok. Easy button. And let me share with you why. Now, with all that being said, every single platform works. Matter of fact, let's have a little fun in here. Post in the comments how you discovered this process. What social media platform was it? Or did a friend share with you? Facebook, TikTok, a friend, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Facebook. I can't keep up. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, a friend, Facebook, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, classified ad. Yes, thank you. Thank you for sharing that, because a lot of people don't think it works. That's so good. Okay, but Teresa, you had to hear about it other than email, right? So you got inside the email through some social media platform or through a friend. Okay. So every single social media, I discovered this on Facebook. Okay. But I went to TikTok because short form videos, I thought that was cool. It was cool. I thought, man, if you're terrified to create videos, just do short form, because I knew I could just smash out a 5-second video or 30-second video or 45-second video or minute video. I was okay to just start scared, right? Matter of fact, you guys, I want to kind of help you flip your switch real quick here. I was grateful that nobody was watching my videos at the beginning, because I was awful. I needed to learn. I needed to get comfortable. So man, if I had like 3 people watch my video, I was like, holy crap. That's 3 complete strangers. This is awesome. And then when I would have 50, I'd be like, I can't even imagine 50 people in my house. This is awesome. So I celebrated every single step I took. I never beat myself up when I didn't get any views. Matter of fact, I took a brand new account on TikTok, and I'm going to share these strategies with you today, exactly what I did. And I made 7,000 my first month because I had one video do good. Matter of fact, guys, I've never had a video go really crazy viral. I've had 2 videos hit over 750,000, and I had to shut them off. Because what I discovered, the more your videos get like over 100,000, it starts going into algorithms I don't even want to be part of. And so that's why a lot of people, they let a video go really, really viral and they'll lose their account because it just takes the algorithms in places you don't want to go. And here's a funny story. My only video that did the best, it was a duet with somebody inside our community. But that video just, it was raining money for like 10 days because of that. But I shut it off when it hit a little over 700,000 because it got up, the audience was getting nasty. So don't pray for something you really don't want. My sweet spot, man, if I can get a video, like if my video is 5 to 10,000 is money. Matter of fact, I'll just show you guys. Here, let me just show you real quick. So I'm going to my, matter of fact, you guys, if you're new to me, I do not DM. Okay, so if you're getting a DM from me on Instagram or Facebook or TikTok, it's not me. Now, if you do DM me on TikTok, no, not TikTok. I never DM on TikTok, okay? So if you're getting a DM on TikTok, I can 1000% promise you it's not me. I don't do crypto. I don't have no special AI that I'm only exclusive selling to you. I don't do that. Everything I offer you will find inside this community. So please be safe. I don't do crypto. I don't do trading. I don't do WhatsApp. I do not do Telegram. So protect yourself. Okay. I am verified on Facebook and I am verified on Instagram. So if you would send me a DM, I mean, a month or 3 months later, I might respond if I just happen to accidentally see it. But I just do email and I recommend that for your business. It just sets you up for success and it gives you your life back. Okay. But anyway, so I'm finding it. Okay. So this, well, okay. Yeah. So this video right here, how to make 10K in April. Okay. So I did this video on the 3rd, okay? And then, but it got me a lot of leads. And then I did this video on the 2nd, which generated me a lot of leads. And then I did this video on the 3rd, or 3 days ago. Between those 3 videos, I had it was like a $14,000 day, okay? Or $16,000 day because of those 3 videos. So I'm sharing with you guys, it doesn't take a lot of videos. It just takes 1 or 2 really, really good videos. But I would never be having big days like that if I would have got distracted by something else or somebody else's strategy. You guys, it's really simple. And I'm going to really simplify things for you. But if you guys take the time and go through my old TikTok, you'll be like, holy crap, I see the difference. So I was so grateful when I had no views at the beginning because I needed to get good. Because you guys, you got to be bad before you can get good. And you got to be good before you can get great. And you got to be great before you can be outstanding. But some of you want to go from outstanding at the very beginning. And I will share something with you. Everything is figure outable, my friend. So if you're not having success, it's just a yet. The difference of you having success, and I'm going to cover that. And it is literally clarity, clarity to cash. I'm telling you what, if you can get clear, you will have confidence. And when you have confidence, you can craft your message, your $1 million message. And then that's when the cash comes. But the problem is a lot of you think that because you make a post on social media, you should make money. No, that's not what makes you money. So that's what we're going to cover today. I've actually made some slides with you because I really want to keep your guys' focus here, because if you take what I'm sharing with you today and you implement them, you can make money this month. I will tell you what, I have a full 1000% without a doubt. If you take what I'm sharing with you today and you really work on that, and you plug into my daily videos the next 10 days, because I'm piggybacking off of this, by the way, you can have a 10K month. You know why you won't? Because you don't believe it. And you'll never, ever get anything you don't believe. The only way you can receive things when you start believing them, because when you have belief, you start showing up with a little bit different type of confidence. You realize $10,000 is only 12 customers. It's only 12 customers. There's 5 billion. All you need is 12. Do you think there's 12 people right now that would love to never take a calculator to the grocery store again? Yes or yes? Do you think there's 12 people right now that would love to be able to walk away from their second job and just have one job and have 25 more hours back with their family? Yes or yes? Do you think there is 12 people that would love to figure out how to make 900 a week and then 900 a day? and then be able to retire early? Yes or yes. Do you think there's 12 families right now that are looking at their bank account going, man, we have no money to travel again. Summer's going to suck again. The kids are going to be bored by June 23rd. But if you showed them that they could make 30K in the next 90 days, you don't think there's 12 families that want to learn that? Yes or yes? See, it's right here. You get in your own way. So I want to help you release this today, and I want to help you start having fun creating content. Okay? That's what the big goal is today. So let me share my screen. Right. Okay. All right. So this is what we're going to talk about today. I'm going to help you guys literally turn followers into your raving fans and to paying customers. Okay, we're going to learn that. So I'm going to show you exactly how to go from no followers and grow that loyal audience on social media and build your email list. Email equals income. Write that down. The bigger your email list gets, the more income you will make. Okay. And that is what you're going to learn today. Okay. So social media is the beginning. It's not the end. Write that down. It's not the end. Social media is the beginning. This is where you're out there going, hey, I have your solution. But the connection is made in the email list. So most people try to sell too soon. You're out there pitching. Nobody wants to be pitched. They want value. They want to feel seen. They want to feel heard. Followers need connection first. Connection equals currency. I'm telling you right now, because if somebody connects with you, they're going to want to get in your email list, and the email will turn to income. So this is your job. Your job is to attract and then to nurture them and then convert them into your email list. And then that converts them, turns the conversions into paying customers. That's it. I just went out there as the hope dealer. I just was like, I hope today somebody sees a different perspective. I hope today somebody sees that they too can learn these skills. I hope. And then I would just go love on people. I would just nurture them. I just would answer their questions. I would help them feel safe. I would invite them to get my free PDF, download that free blueprint. And I would say, hey, if you're interested, great. I'd love to work with you. If you're not, that's 100% okay. At least you had the courage to check it out. I never pressured them. I never made them feel any certain way if they bought or not. Attract, nurture, convert. Don't forget that, you guys. And then all you do is you're converting them into your email list, and that is where the real trust begins. And that's where the sales happen. The bigger my email list, the bigger the income. I can tell if I have a good day of leads. Oh boy, there we go. A good day of leads. It means we're going to have a good pay week. Okay. And that's what I'm going to teach you guys. So I want to just give you an example because this is so the truth. I do not rely on going viral. I don't. I focus on consistency and connection. I do. I don't even want to go viral. I just want, if I could just get every video at 10,000, I would have $20,000 days every day. Easy. Just 10,000 consistently. If I average 5 to 6,000 consistently, I'm a good 5 to 6,000 every day. Because I had a few videos get more. That's why I had a $14,000 day. I'm telling you guys, it doesn't take a lot. It just takes the right people. And that's what you're looking for. You're not looking for everyone. You're looking for people that are ready to get to know you and buy from you. So I want to give you a tip, and this is super important. Your first 50 to 100 followers should know why they follow you. I will share with you, when I was growing my following, I was so all about moms. I was so niche to just moms. And I literally would have moms comment or reply to my emails and be like, oh my gosh, I feel like you're in my head. I'd be like, I am, because I'm just a little bit older version of you. I used to feel that exact same way. Or they would be like, that is exactly how I feel. I'm like, I know, because you're my perfect customer. It was so easy and fun when I didn't have a lot of followers because I could really connect with them. And I will share this with you. When I decided to have the courage to go live, matter of fact, you guys, I didn't go live for 90 days. Oh, and by the way, I made like 68,000 this month on my daily pay business, and I've not gone live this month. Oh, I guess I did go live one time at the mastermind. I think, or twice. Anyway, I'm telling you, it's not about going live. It is about nurturing in the connection, because connection equals currency. And you can connect that heavy in videos if you know who your perfect customer is. So 90 days in, I started going live. And this guy gets on my live and he's like, can dads do this? And I realized, okay, I was a little too niched, but I was so glad I was at the beginning because I literally just created my content just talking to moms. And that was easy for me. You know why? Because I'm a mom and I knew what I needed to hear to make a decision. So if you go out there and create content based off of what you know would help you make a decision to buy, other people are just like you. Your audience is just like you. That is so important. And it makes it fun. Okay, so let's talk about the three types of content. Okay, because again, you don't need to go viral. You just need to be valuable. Valuable wins every single time. When I think viral, I think millions of views, by the way. That's viral to me, okay? So that's my definition of viral. So you just need to be more valuable. So here's three types of content. This is all I focus on every day. Connection type of content, the credibility type of content, or the conversions, where I'm going to be a little bit deeper into join my free community, grab my free blueprint to learn exactly what I followed step by step. So I'm a little bit heavier on that. By connection post, you guys, is just sharing my journey or sharing a belief I had or something I learned or something behind the scenes. It's just me being me. The credibility is I'll use testimonials from inside the community or I'll give a tip. Like, do you guys realize you can work 2 hours a day? And in this video, I'm going to explain to you what you do in your 2 hour income earning activity day. That's just value. That's just tip. And you guys, results are not always like money. If somebody sees that you're taking a strategy and you've got 5 leads and you never did before, that's a small win. That's a win you should share because that's showing people, that's giving people hope. Right? We always think it's all about the money. No, it's not. If it was all about the money, people would be making a lot more money because they control the testimonials. It's about people feeling safe. And they got to feel safe with you to be able to make the decision to buy. It's about the connection. Think about you. Why did you buy? What was it that connected you to feel safe to get your credit card out and buy? You got to learn how to do that with your audience. Okay. So here's the formula that I follow. Okay. And it is story to struggle to solution. So back in September of 2022, I was stressed. I'm sharing story. I was stressed. I was overwhelmed. I'm a mom of 6. I'm a grandma to 5. I'm sharing the struggle. And I just wanted more time with my family. And I wanted more income to make more memories. And I looked in the mirror and I'm like, how the hell did I get here? I thought I'd be way further ahead. And I was trying to make an income online. I was trying everything and nothing was working. Now, here's the solution. Until I discovered this blueprint. And it was a breath of fresh air because one, it taught me step by step how to attract customers to me. And two, how to make 100% profit. So I was no longer having to share my profits with anybody else. And three, it taught me how to automate. You know what automations means? That means you got your life back and your time back because your automations works for you 24/7. Here's my CTA. So if you're ready to get access to the blueprint so you can learn how to attract customers to you, just put ready in the comments and I'll get you the blueprint details. I have said that thousands of times. There's nothing fancy. I didn't share a big in-depth, but what I do know is in my story, this is huge. I said trigger words that would trigger a mom. Stressed, overwhelmed, more time, not enough money for memories. I don't know any mom that can't relate to at least 1, 2, 3, or all 4 of them. That's all I share. 6 kids, 5 grandkids, because I'm trying to relate to not only moms, but also grandmas. That's the only reason I say that. I don't say the age. I don't say where we live. I don't say any of that. I just get to the point, but I say trigger words that they have said to themselves in the mirror before. That's it. It's not complicated. It's just where I was when I discovered this, the struggle I was in, the blueprint's the solution. CTA, get your free copy of it. You guys, that's it. If you just work on that and say that over and over and over again, your story, your struggle, your solution, and your CTA, if you just work on that, you'll get better every day. and you will master it. And guess what? Your customers will be attracted to your story because the more you say it, the more confidence you'll have, the more belief that you will have. Okay. So let me give you an easy example. Okay. I used to feel completely lost online. I had no idea how to attract customers, but I found a blueprint that helped me build an engaged audience in 30 days. And now I show others how to do too as well. What my free blueprint? Drop ready in the comments. Like that's something easy that each and every one of you could do. And then the more you do it, the more you'll add your energy and your words and you'll make it even a little bit better. It's just that simple. I could go do this online right now. I could go do a 5-second video right now and put some of this on there. Don't overcomplicate this. Those are keywords that people need to hear. But I'm going to give you the biggest tip. It's all about consistency. You win more with a small audience, and a small audience will build momentum. When I mentor people inside my mastermind, it is the biggest common denominator is, well, I haven't been completely consistent. Can I ask you a question? How long would you have a job if you weren't completely consistent at your job? If you just showed up when you wanted, you left when you wanted, you're supposed to be there every day, 8 to 5, and maybe you showed up 1 week 2 times, how long would you have a job? So you wouldn't make money either. Having this business is no different. Consistency is the key. I've just been consistent every day, no matter what. I love getting my income earning activities done first thing in the morning so I can check them off and celebrate the wins that I've had. Like, oh, I won. I created my 3 videos. Oh, I responded to comments. I'm winning. I'm winning. I'm just rewiring my brain. I had to get rid of that stinking thinking. So now next, use our freebie to grow your email list. Right? We've been calling it the Freedom Formula Blueprint, right? The daily pay blueprint, Freedom Formula, because it's your freedom machine. I always call this your freedom machine. This is all I market, by the way. This is it. This is it. I get them off of social media and I get them into my email list and I get them into my free community. And if you guys haven't built a community yet, I'll give you access to my free community builders community and give you why you should build a community. Because I built a community, I now make $250,000 a month in reoccurring income streams by spending 1 hour a day inside my community. I'm telling you, you're making it way too hard to make money. But I get it, because if somebody would have told me 2.5 years ago that I was going to be saying this to you today, I would have said, no way. Because you guys, in September of 2022, I didn't even think I could make $54,000 a year. I was praying. I was like, I'm going to get excited if I can make $54,000 a year. So never in my wildest of wildest dreams did I ever think I would make $100,000 a year, let alone a month. And now every week, almost. And I'm telling you, it's because I got them off of social media and I got them in my email list. And then I would also get them into my free community because the community compresses time because there's no distractions in there. And I'm just an app on my phone away. So right here, I'm just an app away on my phone. They click on school, they're in my community. That is what I absolutely love. So it offers something quick and valuable, the daily pay blueprint, the freedom formula. I have the link in my bio on every single one of my social media platforms. It takes them right to this page right here where they can put their email in and get that. I talk about it in my stories. When I do go live, I talk about it. I will pin it on post inside of my social media platforms. And it's my CTA and all of my content. It's no harder than this. It's just getting out of your own way and taking action, my friend, because the moment you do, every single thing can change. Okay. So once they're in your world, which is your email list or your free community, because I will tell you what, emails matter. So then what you do is you start sharing your story in there and you invite them to take the next step. So you should be going through your email automations and eventually start adding some of your own videos, but you need to nurture the list. You got email automations for 30 days, but once a week or twice a week, you should send them a newsletter, and it is to give them tips or share wins or behind the scenes or just inspiration. This is on top of your automations. So I will share with you, Sunday is my give day, okay? Here's why I call it the give day, because I'm just giving value. I'm not trying to get anything from them. I don't even put a link where they can buy. I'm giving them Michelle. They're learning about me and my family and why I chose this blueprint and the difference it's made. And now, because I'm building a community and we're doing masterminds and we're getting together all over the world, I get to share how we went from high tech to high touch. That's always what I wanted to do. I wanted to just be able to meet people all over the world. So we did the high tech. Now we're doing the high touch and we're doing in-person events. And I shared that. I shared how amazing it is meeting these amazing humans and be able to hug them and love on them and just sit next to them and really work with them. And I just share my vision. And that's it. You know how many people reply back and I'm like, well, how do I get started? How do I be part of your community? Because I just give. And you might be thinking, but Michelle, I'm brand new. What am I going to give? What are you going to give? You're here. You are here, my friend. Give yourself credit. Tell people why you're here. You might have searched for a little bit. You might have looked for a long time. Who knows your story? But they need to know. Because what happens is when they know your story, it creates that connection point, and connection equals currency. That's it. Just go be you. You are enough. You are enough. You will attract your customers to you. I can promise you that. And then also in my emails, I add a CTA. Like, except for my give. My give doesn't have a CTA. That's my Sunday. My give and love. My give and love and on Sunday newsletter that I give out, but that does not have a CTA. It's the only one. All the other ones have like, want to start your own online business? Hit reply or click here. Now, here's why I like to say hit reply or reply to this email. Because if you can get somebody to reply to an automations, it just builds more credibility with the email providers. So your emails will be more pushed in the main email box instead of into spam or promotion. So that's why I like people to try to reply back. Okay. So here's just an example that you could do of a newsletter. You guys could screenshot this right now and do this, right? I remember starting with 0 followers and 0 clue. Well, that was me in September of 2022. But I made decisions to learn, grow, and never give up. True story right there. Now I get to help others do the same. Yay! And if you're ready to take action, here's a blueprint I followed. Give them again access to the free blueprint. It is the PDF attachment in your email number 1. Send it to them again and say, reply to this email with any questions. I would love to help you. Just let people know you care. Don't try to go out there and sell somebody. Try to save somebody. Okay? Don't sell. Just save. Just save them. Just save them from the bill collectors. Save them from the calculator. Save them from that second job. Save them from having to be a Walmart greeter at 85. Save them from having to put their kids in daycare. Just switch flip the switch of saying, I got to sell, I got to sell. No, you got to save. The more people you save, the more it changes your life. I can promise you that, my friends. That is what it's all about. We all got to go out there and save a bunch of people. I'm telling you, that's it. Okay, so I'm going to kind of recap a little bit here. So attract with content, that the nurture with connection. So you're going to use your content to attract people. And then when they start following you, you're going to nurture that connection by making sure you're asking them, what can I help you with? Okay, and I'm going to help you that in a minute. And then convert with clarity. Attract with your content, nurture with connection, and convert with clarity. So here's what I mean by that. I will create a piece of content and I will say, hey, I'm a mom of 6 kids. I'm a grandma to 5. And if I go back to September of 2022, I was stressed, I was overwhelmed, and I was sick and tired of looking at my bank account. And I was sick and tired of not having enough time with my family. That will attract people that feel the same way. Okay. And then I start nurturing it by just sharing. I'm not tech savvy. I didn't have a following. Matter of fact, I wasn't even on TikTok prior to September of 2022. But all I know is as time is running out and I wanted more time with my family. Okay. That was the nurturing connection. People are going to relate. Wow, she didn't have a following. She doesn't like tech. Or I'll talk about, I didn't want to have to DM people. I'm an introvert. I didn't want to have to bother friends and family. And then here's the convert with clarity. until I discovered this blueprint. And oh my gosh, you guys, it was a breath of fresh air. I went from not knowing how to attract customers to learning a simple to follow strategy that I could get done in 2 hours a day. And my freedom machine would be out there working for me 24/7. But you know what it taught me? One, it taught me how to automate my business. You know what automations means? That means it works for you 24/7. So when I'm doing the things that I love, spending time with my family, or sleeping, my automations is working for me. And two, it taught me how to make 100% profit. So I don't have to share my money with anybody else. And three, it literally taught me how to use social media the right way. So if you are ready to learn how you can save time and make daily pay 100% around your schedule, put blueprint in the comments. I would absolutely love to share with you. You guys, I've said the exact same thing to you like four different ways now. That's it. It's the same. I'm saying the same things, just I'm adding a little different words or a little type of energy. Somebody said, what if you're not a mom? You guys, but that's my audience. So if you're not a mom, then who's your perfect customer? Right? Like who's your customer? It's about your customer. Okay, so let's say I'm a 22-year-old guy. Okay, I'm a 22-year-old guy. I'm not married. I just want to have fun. So I don't want to go to college, but I like fancy toys. So my job will not support the habits and the fun things that I like to do. So I was looking online. I wasn't having any luck. People were telling me I had to create my own product. There's no way I'm going to create a product because I just want to ride my razors. And then I discovered this blueprint. And you know what this blueprint did? First of all, it was affordable, so I could spend more money on my razors and no monthly expenses, done for you business where I make 100% profit. I'm 22 years old and I get one customer and I'm making $900 a day. And I'm like, okay, I need about 10 grand to get the next, what is the word I'm looking for? Enhancements I want to do on my razor. Do you realize 10 grand's only 12 customers and there's 5 billion people on social media. I went from wanting to make money to get cooler razors to now I'm going to quit my job and be able to travel and do razors and I don't know. I'm trying to be a 22-year-old right now. Do you get it though? Like it doesn't matter. I just talked about things a 22-year-old would like. I know, Katie, I should have had my son in here, right? Hey, Logan, help me out. But do you see the difference? Do you see my verbiage? I changed. What would a 22-year-old like? Now I can talk to a happily married couple that are 55 years old and want just to retire, and they looked at their retirement and they're like, we're never going to be able to retire. I could have that exact same conversation with them, but talk about retiring. I just shared with you moms because that was my audience, because I'm just taking you through my journey right now. Yeah. Yeah, 22-year-olds do want freedom like a 56-year-old, but different type of freedom. Because they usually want toys and all these fun things, right? Where 56-year-olds probably want to travel and spend time with their family. I mean, they're just different. They're just completely different. That's why you guys, you'll never compete with anybody. Your audience will find you. Like there's moms that they don't like spending a lot of time with their children. Like that's okay. So I probably wouldn't attract them as much. Like I like working. I like not having as much time with my family. I like, that's good. But if you are a woman like that and a mom, you can attract them too. So I'm sharing with you my story. Yeah. Yeah, that's what my 23-year-old likes to do, Susan. Yes. So that's it, you guys. So you don't need to be an expert. I'm telling you, you don't. You need to be you. You just need to be real and helpful and authentic and consistent. I remember I created a piece of content and I was walking down my hall and I turned the corner too short and I have a tree and it just whipped my face. I just kept on going. Now, most of you would have edited that out or would have been uncomfortable, but that would have been me in real life. If you were at my house right now and I was walking in the house and I was walking down the hall talking to you, and if my face would have smacked the tree, I would have kept on talking to you. I wouldn't have said, time out, let me rewind. I wouldn't have. And you know what? I got to say, one of my best compliments you guys have ever given me is when you meet me in person, you're like, oh my gosh, you are exactly who you are online. You are exactly who you are on Zoom. I'm like, yes, but that's why I'm so successful, because I am just as authentic online as I am here. If I flub up or say somebody's name wrong or word wrong, I just keep on going because that is me. When you become your authentic true self, you will attract people that like your vibe and like your energy. So I'm going to give you some action steps, okay? And I want you to commit to doing this over these next few weeks left in the month and get that momentum going, okay? So action step number 1, pick your ideal customer and story. Just lean in on that for 90 days, please. Don't overthink it. Just share from your heart, not your head. Create 3 types of content a day. See which one gets the most engagement. Now make sure people know you have a free blueprint. I've done audits on social media accounts and I'm like, you guys aren't even talking about how they can get access to the free blueprint. Why would they give you their email? They need to know that you have that. You have their freedom formula. They can get access to it. Make sure people know that. Then make sure you add the link so they can get in your email. Okay? Your page, your automated where they'll have to put their email in. Make sure that is in your bio so they can access it. You guys, it's quite interesting to me how many of my customers aren't even following me on social media. Because in today's world, people really don't have to, by the way. Because if somebody engages in your content for the next 3 days, they're going to see your stuff if they're following you or not. As long as they continue to like or watch or engage in your content, guess what? They're going to continue to see your stuff. So many people are like, I bought from you and I don't think I'm following you. So a lot of people are watching you guys. That's why this is so important. Don't worry about the followers. Worry about the engagement that you're getting. That's what really matters. Okay? And oh, by the way, somebody said, oh, Vicky said, I started a new account and I can't put a link in. Yes, I couldn't either when I started. It was in my bio. Just put it in your bio. And I use the link emoji. I put the link emoji, then I put my dailypaidbusiness.com. And people would reply to my comments and be like, hey, your link isn't working. I'm like, I know, I don't have 1,000 followers yet. Just copy and paste it. That's why I share with you when you get a domain, have it be easy to say, easy to spell, and easy to remember. Okay. Now, I want you guys to focus on this. You're going to start building your list one relationship at a time. I had a gal at my mastermind this weekend or last week, and she was number one, I think 184 inside the community. Is that not awesome? Like I'm not, we are 51,000, like 500. She was number 184 inside the community. She's just been hanging out with me for a while, but this is what I mean. Start building your list one relationship at a time. Like we were both so excited to meet each other in person. If you focus on relationships, oh my, money flows because connection equals currency. Okay, connection equals currency. I'm gonna share with you, you're not behind. You're just getting started. And the world needs your voice, not somebody else's. They don't need you to show up as a different version. They need you to show up as you, my friend. I'm going to share this with you guys, and I want to give you guys a really cool perspective real quick here, okay? I want you to think about this, okay? We all have people that we just love hanging out with. Let's say they contacted you right now and they said, hey, let's go have lunch tomorrow. So you meet them for lunch tomorrow. You're not going to be outside of the door going, so nervous. What am I going to say? You're not. You're going to open the door and you're going to look for him and you're going to see him and you're going to wave and you're probably going to hug each other or you're going to start talking. There's never going to be a time in that conversation that you're going to be like, hold on, let me get my script. Or hold on, let me start over again. You're never going to do that in a conversation. So treat your social media that way. I do. I act like it's just you and we're hanging out, and I just go. I talk from my heart, not my head. That's all I do. If I flub up, I just keep on going. Sometimes if it's bad, I'll edit it out. But other than that, I'll kind of chuckle and I'll just keep on going because I want people to see I'm real. I can promise you when people hear you and your voice, they will buy from you. People will buy from people they connect with, and they'll connect quick with you when you're you. I can promise you that. Be you, and everything is going to work out. That's all I did. I went online and I just was me. I just was like, you know what? I'm going to be the hope dealer. And I'm going to go out there. And what I discovered, you guys, I would do 3 pieces of content a day, and each would be in those categories I just shared with you. And then what I would do is the one that got the most engagement, I would create more just like that. So I didn't have to think about what to talk about. You guys told me what you needed me to talk about. But the moment you're like, I need a customer, I need a customer, I need this, I'm posting, I'm doing everything. No, you're not. If you were doing everything, it would be working because everything is figure outable. So if you're not getting customers yet, it either could be you got a little mindset block, you don't think you're worthy, or it could literally be you just need to work on your skill a little bit more. That is all figure outable. Okay. Ready? Yeah, do not lead with the need. That is really good. I like that. I absolutely like that. So, yeah, we need to make that. I know we need to make that a shirt. Good point. That's really good. So what I want to do is I just want to answer any questions you guys have about this topic. Okay, we're just going to stay on this topic and we'll do a few questions. So just ask your questions so I can get to the next person. Okay. Yeah, and then I'll give you guys access to this if you want. Okay, Tanya, you should
Hey,
build on mute. Hello.
Michelle, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. My daughter's here. She want to say hi. Say hi right quick. Hi.
Hi, how are you? I
Um,
love it. Awesome.
Thank you for this training, Michelle. So you said it's okay to mention our freebie when you do our content and when we go live as well, just because I don't think I've been mentioning it in my content.
I do all the time. Every piece of
Okay.
content, very end in my CTA, I'm like, now if you would like access to the free blueprint that I followed, that's taken me blah, da, 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 and I just kind of edify what I said at the beginning, click here. And then when or put ready in the comments, right? Now on my lives, what I do on my lives is when I go live, I will literally paint the picture. I'll be like, go here. And when you go here, what's going to happen is you're going to put your email in. And the reason I'm going to put your email in is because I'm also going to email you a video just in case you can't watch it right now. But you will get 2 short videos from me. And guess what? Those 2 videos are literally going to answer 99.9% of your questions. But if you're that 0.1% that has a question, all you got to do is after you watch the two videos, just reply to that email with your questions, and I would absolutely love to answer questions. So go here right now and get that free PDF. Now, here's the deal. If you are interested, awesome. I cannot wait to work with you. If you're not interested, that's 100% okay. At least you had the courage to check it out because most people don't have the courage to check it out. And if you don't check it out, you're just going to continue doing the same thing over and over again. So I'm proud of you for checking it out because here's what's great. It's all automated. If you watch the 2 videos and you're not interested, scroll down to the bottom of that email and unsubscribe and you never hear from me again. Again, go here. So I'm that detailed. I'll probably, if when I used to go live or when I go live, I will say that probably every 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Awesome. And
Mhm.
thank you for the training on Thursday. I did my story. It was wonderful how people were so interested in it.
Yeah, good for you. I'm proud of you.
All right. Good night. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. I love when you guys get on these and then you just take action because it works. All right, Terry.
Can you hear me?
Perfect. Yes. How are you?
Okay. Okay. I'm good. How are you, Michelle? Good stuff. Okay, so I've been consistently posting content 3 times a day, and
Mhm.
I've been doing it for 2 weeks now. So I'm kind of new. So that's okay. But I wanted to start posting the free ads. And I did all your trainings in Legacy Builder on that. But I'm a little confused. First off, when you mentioned about the free ads earlier, that's why I'm bringing this up. So when
Uh-huh.
you open, I understand how to go in and get the websites. When you open, say, 10 websites, are you posting the same headline and the same ad in each website like 10 times? I'm
Okay,
confused
I
about
will
that.
answer that question, but then I want to get back on topic, okay?
Yeah, and I do have one for
But
the top for
so
the on topic
yes,
too.
okay. So good question. Yes, what I do when I used to post free ads, you guys, the training is inside the blueprint,
Yeah,
inside your
I've
program.
yeah, I've
But
watched
what
all
I did
those.
is, again, I went after moms, right? So I
Mhm.
would go to Google and I would top 10 family-friendly cities in Texas or California. And then
Yes.
I would find 10. And then I would go, attention moms in Austin wanting to make 300 a day from home.
Hmm.
So I would do that
So you posted the
exact same
exact same
headline
ad. Okay,
for
so
7 to 10 days. Exact same
yeah.
everything.
So you
Mhm.
posted the same ad 10 times in one website and then 10 times another website and that type of thing.
Well, but it was 10 times that it was in different cities. So it was in 10 different areas.
But in the same website.
Well,
If,
but it
if
was in a
I
different
guess I'm
area.
confused on this. Sorry.
So like for example, if I go to Facebook Marketplace and I want to sell a car, I'm going to post that in the car category. If I want to sell a piece of furniture, I'm going to post it in the furniture category. It's the same website, but it's in different categories. So I post my ad in different cities. So it's not in this, it's in the same area website, but not the same area.
Okay. Okay. I think that helps. And then another quick
Okay.
question, more related to the
Mhm.
topic. For some personal reasons, I have to do faceless.
Okay.
How do you get that connection from a faceless versus showing my face? How do you gain that connectivity with your customers?
Okay, so I do have a gal inside the community that makes about 250,000 a year. She's a big
Hmm.
administrator at a hospital and she cannot be
Hmm.
on social media. Like they just
Hmm.
won't let her. And so what she does is because she loves the money she makes, but she's not
Sure.
fulfilled at her job. So what she does is she has no kids either. She's a dog mom. And so all of her videos are with her dogs. So if she
Okay.
has like more mellow words on the screen, it will be her dogs sleeping or eating. If it's a more like let's go video, her dogs would be fighting or something like that. And then she duets a lot of my content and she'll mirror match my energy or mellowness with the dogs. And that's what she does. So she's going after people that love pets. So that's how
What's
she
her
does
name
it.
so I can go look at some of her videos?
Okay, here's why.
Or if you
Unless
can't tell
you
me,
are
that's
going
fine.
after dog moms, you'll ruin her algorithms.
Okay. Well, I wasn't going after dog moms, but okay. I'll
Right, you
see
see
what
what
I
I'm coming from? But that's the power, you guys. That's how sensitive social media is. Like that's how
okay.
crazy it is, right? But
So
I do teach you exactly how to do that. If you go inside the bonuses, I give you how to build an invisible empire. I give you a strategy to follow for 12 months. And I teach
yeah,
you exactly
I've
how
watched all those. I have watched all those and such. I'm just
just
still
implement
trying
them.
to find my path, I guess is the way to say it.
Yeah.
So,
It's
but
just you got to pull in more empathy when you
mhm.
do faceless, and you got to have the music match the empathy. So if you're talking about like I would say stress and overwhelm, my music would be gloomy as well. If I'm talking
Okay.
about I got the blueprint, my music would be high energy.
And maybe that's where I've been going down the wrong direction because I haven't been talking in them. I've been putting, like a real cool background with cool music and then putting the words on the screen. So is that maybe my error why I'm not getting the people to connect?
You cut out at the very end. I didn't hear you at the
Oh,
very
I'm
end.
sorry. Okay, so I haven't been talking in the videos. So I'll go find a real cool video or I'll make a video or whatever and with real good music and then I'm putting the words on the screen. Is that where I'm missing?
That's what faceless means. You don't show your face or you're not talking either. Mhm.
Okay, so it is words on the screen
Mhm.
and then the video, like I've had some of the ocean or I've had some of clouds or I've had, of office
Yeah, you
buildings.
just gotta be careful because that is so generic. Everybody else and their dog is doing them.
Okay.
That's the bad thing. You got to figure out like what can you do that could stand out a little bit other than putting those scenes. Because I can go Google Ocean View and millions of videos will pull up. So you got to do something that would stand out a little bit. So like for example, if I was going to do, I'm just talking to mom again because I can relate. If I was happened to do faceless and I was talking to a mom, I would
Mhm.
put a calculator under my car tire, and I would scroll in on
Okay.
it.
And I've done a few of those too, where I had like a blazer or a suit coat laying on the bed. And then I
Yeah,
talked about, my struggle. Then I took it off and I put a sweatshirt there, and I've done some of that kind of
great.
stuff.
Those
And
are
my
great.
my perfect customer is a corporate executive that's tired of all the corporate grind and the crap, and they want to retire early and get out. So,
Yeah.
I'm not appealing to moms or anything. It's more in that sense. And then I've done a couple, where there's an office scene and, put the words on the screen, but keep putting the words on the screen at this point, is what you're saying.
Oh, you have to. That's how the
Okay.
connection's made. It's
Okay. All
words
right.
that would stop the scroll of your customer. Like I would do commutes, or I would do, I would do things that would make people in the corporate world go, ugh, cringe and want it no
Yeah.
more.
Yeah. I've done some of those. I've done some of just the scenery kind, but I've done a lot too, or, some too,
Yeah,
where,
I would do
you know,
things that they could really connect with like that.
okay.
That's good.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Yeah, you bet. Yeah, and I will say, you guys, faceless works, don't get me wrong, but it just takes longer. It just takes longer to really build that engagement with that, but it's worth it, right? It's worth it. So somebody said, once they comment me, do I direct message? Never direct message. Because if you are, you have no freedom. That means you're only making money if you're in messages. That's why, and you're also not creating any engagement in your posts. So when I do my CTA, call to action at the very end,
Mhm.
and I'm like, if you're ready to learn more or ready to get the blueprint, put ready in the comments, and then I'll get you the blueprint details. And what I do when somebody puts ready, all I do is reply back to that with with the link emoji. And my website is dailypaybusiness.com. So I'm like, link emoji, dailypaybusiness.com for details, or dailypaybusiness.com for blueprint. That's it. I want them to see it. So what happens is they engaged, I engaged back, which causes the
Mhm.
video to be pushed out more. But here's what else it does. If people are seeing my website over and over and over, it's planting the seed. If you're directly messing to them and you're taking them off of that post, you're causing that post to flatline, but also they're not seeing your website. That's why I'm like, have your website easy to say, easy to spell, and easy to remember. You want that to like, what do you want to be known for? That's how I came up with
Mhm.
mine. I would have went with work with Michelle, but nobody spells my name right because I have one out. And
Yeah.
so I didn't go with work with Michelle. So I went with daily pay because I was like, I want to teach people how to make daily pay from home. I think that's the coolest thing. So yeah, that's it. So make sure you're keeping them on that post, okay? Just reply back with your website. But here's the thing, because in TikTok, it's not clickable, right? So don't put a lot of words in there because you got to think about it. People go fast. So if they have to go to your reply and there's a bunch of stuff there, you're going to lose them. So just make sure it's a short to the point reply. So good question, Lori, though. Thank you so much for asking. I'm trying to keep up with that. Somebody also asked about the free ads to do with YouTube. You might want to watch it again because that's not at all what it's about. Okay, so you might want to watch it again. You guys don't rush through the program. Remember back when you went to school. If you didn't understand something, what did they do? They had you go over it again. Like when you go to take a test, you have to study, right? If you're going through something and it doesn't make sense, just watch it again. I can't tell you, I watched some of the training in there so many times over and over and over till it just makes really good sense to me. Rushing will not rush the money coming. It doesn't make the money come faster. What makes the money come faster is you mastering a skill. It's what does. But why you heard the YouTube is because when I did the free ads, I understand the power of video. So I thought, why don't I just put a video in there? So complete ignorance on fire, you guys. I created a YouTube video. I had my workout outfit on. I didn't care. I just created this YouTube video. Hey, I want to share with you how the free ads works. Created the video, zero expectations. And all of a sudden, I posted free ads for 90 solid days. I didn't focus on the outcome, I just focused on the activity. And so, what I did is, my free ad, I went after moms. I had some bullet points and I said, for details, how it works. And there was my YouTube video. Below that was my website to take them back. And in my YouTube video, in the description, again, was somebody's knocking on my door, was my website to take them back. But here's the thing, because I posted free ads every day for 90 solid days, it grew my YouTube channel. That's why I'm monetized on YouTube now. That's why you hear the YouTube part. Okay. Is that iffy maps? Is that how you say that? Help me out.
You get it, Michelle. It is Iffy Max. Everybody, family. Okay, Michelle, I came here to say thank you because you are a source of inspiration to me and so many others. Like, I want to tell people, like, when you get to that point where you want to give up, go on YouTube and watch Michelle's video. It has been so motivating for me. I have days, yes, I'm human. I have days where I feel like, no, I'm not going to go live today, but I just go on her YouTube and I just let it play while I'm cooking, while I'm doing everything. And the next thing, I turn on my camera and my ring light and I'm ready, energetic to go live. Now, Michelle, I want to ask you, I do not have a perfect audience. You know how people address mothers and single moms and blase, blase? I don't have it. My perfect audience is, are you financially drained? Are you looking for a means of getting your financial freedom? And I address everybody. I have a niche for everybody. It has worked for me. Last month was a year I've been in your program. March made me a year, and I'm a self-made six-figure earner through your videos and everything. So I just want to say, do not give up. Do not give up. We overthink this, and the free email, the free websites. A lot of people in
Mhm.
this community say it doesn't work. It doesn't work. It works. She just reiterated it. And I want to emphasize on it. Like you choose, I live in California, like Michelle. I don't know. I live in Cali, and in Cali, for example, this is a state. You want to put ads in every
Mhm.
city in that state. It might take you a week or two to finish California before you move to the next state. It works for me. It's consistency. Initially, it's going to look like it's a desert. It's not working. It's a dry land. It's quiet. But trust me, consistency, keep on doing it. It's free ads. Why not? There's a way you can just click one time and you send ads to over 10 cities. It's all in your blueprint. It works. I'm here to let people, motivate people. The free ads work. It works for me. People I don't even know, they don't see me on live. It works. I don't go live on TikTok as much as I used to. After TikTok shut down, I found myself on Facebook and I go live more on Facebook. Now, I've never been motivated to go live on Facebook before TikTok shut down. But after TikTok shut down, Facebook is my go-to right now. I'm right now going to come back to TikTok, but trust me, there is money to be made on Facebook. I make guys, I made 3,200 or 300 in 11 days on Facebook. So it works. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you so much for all your motivational videos. They help me. Thank you.
Aw, thank you so much for sharing, my friend. And you do have an audience though, right? Your audience is people that want that financial
Freedom.
security, like you said. Yeah, the financial freedom. And that's what you're leaning in on. And you were just good enough to help them see that you had a solution for their problem. So I'm proud of you.
Yeah, because I
And
go
thank
and
you
I
for
talk about Pepsi firing 1,000 workers and replacing them with robots. I talk about AI taking your jobs. I talk about your job is not your friend. You're married to your job, but your job doesn't love you. What will be your situation tomorrow if your job should say your services are no longer needed? And people focus on that. And that is my magnet right there. And I get their attention. So it works for me. So guys, try it. It does work.
Yes. Oh, thank you for sharing. I love it. I love when somebody having success gets on and shares a different perspective. So thank you, my friend.
Yeah.
And congratulations. I love it, love it, love it. All right, Martha, how are
Hello,
you?
I'm doing okay. I want to get real clear, please, on the blueprint because the wording I've heard makes it sound like get the blueprint and you'll be successful in this business. So they might think, well, why do I need to buy the program? And I have on my lives said, after reading the blueprint myself, not every word, but the gist of it, it seemed to be that, yes, you can do this whole business yourself without us, but it's a lot more time and trouble and money. So in my lives, I say that if you give me the email, you get the blueprint. Of course, I'm not this cut and dry. Um, it'll show you how you can do an online business for yourself. But what I offer is a pretty much done for you automated business that'll save you a lot of time and money. Am I on the right track?
Yeah, so here's the thing though, if they read the blueprint, it shows them that they need to purchase the program to get the resale rights to make the money, right? So that's what I share with somebody, like they'll get the blueprint and they're gonna have to know what they're gonna sell. And I tell people all the time, I'm like, you can sell a proven system that we have that in 10 months did $29 million. That was profit that went into the community's pockets, or you can take the time and try to create something on your own. And then you got to learn how to market. Do you have that much time? And everybody's like, heck no. Just like this. Why do you think Verizon sells somebody else's product? Because Verizon could open their doors and sell a proven product immediately. They're a $17 billion a year company off of somebody else's product. We have millionaires in South Africa because of somebody else's product, right? Because of my product. And that's what I tell people. The blueprint strategy works, but the key component in there is people are using the blueprint with our program. So yeah.
Okay, so I thought the blueprint was one thing a person can do with lots of time and money they have to put into it, or they can get our
Have you
program.
not looked at our blueprint that we have in there? Have you not read it?
Yeah, I just said that I have looked at it. I went all the way through it and I didn't go line by line, but I was catching the highlights where it would say like, I don't know, some kind of like some steps. And then it said, or you can get our program, words to that effect. So I
Right,
didn't
yeah.
want to say on my videos or lives, this is a free blueprint for you to run your business, to step by step to make this money too,
I think
because
you're
it's,
overcomplicating it. Like you're
well,
overcomplicating. I just literally say, here's the blueprint that I followed. I'm going to give you access to it. If you love it, great. I'd love to work with you. If you don't, hey, at least you had the courage to check it out. That's all I say, like, because it's the truth. And that's
yeah, because
it.
I didn't want them to think with the blueprint, you got your business. And then they're going to think, well, why would I need to buy your program if that's the blueprint to do my business, is what I was thinking.
Well, but I think if you took the time and read through that blueprint, you would see, you'd be like, oh, I get it now. Because we talk about what it takes. And it includes our program. It includes having the coaching. If it was easy for people to
Uh,
be successful on their own, they wouldn't have a bunch of coaches. There's not one person that has ever had success on their own. Like look at
mhm,
every professional, like they have so many coaches and mentors.
yeah.
Hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Don't ever complicate that, you guys. All right, Tasha. Yeah, Michael Jordan had tons of coaches, right? He had tons of coaches. So
Yes, he
hello.
did. What's happening, Michelle? How y'all doing? It is so nice to see y'all today. I'm so glad everybody's nice and engaged and ready to do this. Like, I'm trying to calm down. I'm just like too excited. Okay. So, he did ask the question about what you want to be known for, and I realized I've been like overcomplicating it, right? And to make it like super simple. So, I want to be known for helping parents never have to choose between work and family again. Because that's so much. I'm dealing with that right now, choosing between work and family. Well, not me, but you know what I mean. So
Mhm.
when creating the three pieces of when creating the three types of content, and I pick the one that gets the most engagement, do I just start doubling down on that one, or do I still do the other two?
Yep, that's what I did. So
Double
when
down.
I used to talk about 6 different topics, right? I would go heavy on the 100% profit or the automations or the no tech or the low investment or the no monthly expenses. And then when I found out what people loved the most was daily pay blueprint, learn
Okay.
how to make 900 a day, $320,000 a year, the 2-hour workday, 100% profit. Those things, but I get the most engagement when I do them.
Okay.
So that's the ones I talk about the most. Yeah, that easy.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, love it, love it, love it. So Sherry goes, I've heard you say you go live for 1 hour. Does it really last that long? What do you talk about for an hour? So Sherry, inside the program, I give you my framework. I give you the framework that I use to go live. And I show you that's the framework I've used. That's made me millions. You guys just go watch it. You might have to watch it more than once. But Sherry, when I first started, I went live 5 minutes. Then I went live 10. Then I went live 20. Then I went live 30. and 30 and 30. I made a commitment on December 1st of 2022 to go live every day for 1 year solid. And I ended up going live every day. I think it was like 14 months that I never missed a day going live. Now, here's what I loved about it because I really got to know my audience. And so you don't have to go live for an hour, but what will happen is when you are consistent going live at a certain time, you will create a following. And then you'll like look at the clock and be like, holy crap, it's been 50 minutes because you're having so much fun on your live. It's hard at first, but you don't got to go live. But anyway, go watch that framework because I literally walk you through it. It's the exact framework that I followed. All right, Deborah.
Hi, Michelle. Thank you so much for
Hello.
doing this.
Yeah,
And
you
Ify
bet.
Max, thank you for the boost. That was good. Question. I have a question for you, Michelle. You mentioned about responding. So when somebody puts their email in and they're now one of your leads, can I send them an email to say, thank you so much for joining, or is the automated one going to do all of that work for me? I don't have to delve in. I just thought that maybe a personal one coming from me would make a difference, or you don't think so?
Oh, absolutely. So here's what you can do if you want.
Okay.
And what you can do is you literally, have you ever heard of Loom? Loom.com?
Yes, I have.
Yeah. Okay, I love Loom, and Loom is free. If you keep your videos over a little bit, but you could send them a Loom and be like, "Hey, I just wanted to personally thank you. I noticed that you got access to the blueprint. After you watch those 2 videos, please reply to this and let me know if you have any questions. I'm here for you, and I'm excited for you to launch and start your own online business. Let me know if you have any questions." And that's all you do. You can send
Okay.
that loom. Here's what's great about it. So you can send that loom through a newsletter, right? And then here's what's great. And here's why I like a loom. Because the moment they watch it, you're notified. You're
Ah,
notified. And then you even know how far they watched it. And then you know if they watch it again. So you know you have all the data. So that's why I like to use Loom in my
okay.
emails.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
then what's really cool is some people will reply back and they'll ask a question. And I think 100% of the time when somebody replies back, they put their name. So then you can send them another loom and say their name. And they're like, "Oh, Deborah, I'm so glad you had a question and you had the courage to ask me the question. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you my screen because I'm a visual person. And Deborah, I'm going to answer your question while I'm showing you as well." So I will say somebody's name 3 times and it's magic. They
Okay.
love that. Mhm.
Perfect. Thank
Yeah,
you.
you bet. Good question. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. All right, Amy.
Hi, Michelle, you can absolutely tell you're a mom because you're rocking back and forth. I love it.
I noticed
Um,
that.
I do it too. So my question is for your action steps. It says pick your ideal customer. That is my struggle, is picking my ideal customer. My domain name is Do Life Anyway. In the last
Mm.
4.5 years, I've become a widow and empty nesting mom and a brain injury survivor. So I've had a
Oh
lot of
my goodness.
loss. But how do I
Mhm.
narrow that down to talk to just one? Because that's a
Okay.
loss
Let me
of,
let
like, I
me
lost my
simplify
hust
this
of
for you.
22 plus years. Then
Okay, let me
both of my
simplify
children have
this for
moved
you.
out and graduated. And then I lost my career that I went to school for after my husband died to become a nurse, got hurt at work, and I can't work.
Yes.
So how do I
Um,
narrow that?
but I don't think you need to share all that. That's a
I
lot,
know
right?
it is
And
a lot.
that's probably something you don't even want to talk about all the time, right?
No.
So, what was it for you? If you could go back to the moment you grabbed your wallet and you took your credit card out and you bought, what was it? What was that one thing that made you unzip and get it out?
Have taken control. Having something that I could hold on to that's mine again.
Mm. Mm. There's your story. That's your story right there.
Okay.
That.
I've been really struggling. Like I've been in this since middle of February, and that's where my block it's been a whirlwind of a 4.5 years.
I can't even imagine. Like,
So
bless your
I
heart.
just, yeah,
No,
needed to know
that's
how
your
to
story.
narrow that down.
I needed
Okay.
something where I could take control and get my independence. Like, that's
Okay.
your story. That's it. Because nobody
Okay.
can take this away from me. I make 100%. I'm my own boss, but I'm not in business by myself. I have a whole community to support me and help me. And that's what I love because it's
Yeah.
learning and earning. Like, that's your story right there.
Okay. Thank
I
you.
mean, look at these people right now that are going to work today or going to work tomorrow and don't even have a job. Like they find out when they get there that they don't even have a job.
Mhm. I went to
You,
work on the morning at 7 o'clock and I got hit on the head at 7:30. So
yeah.
gone.
And there's your story right there. You guys, I
Yeah.
went to work by 7:30, I was done. That's why I'm taking control of my life. That's why I'm doing this. That's your story. You don't need to worry about that other stuff yet. Like you need to heal from
Okay.
all that. I can't even imagine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But you know, you're only going through this because that shows how strong you are. Always remember that you never are given more than you guys can handle. So Amy's a very strong lady. And thank you for being here, Amy. I love it. All right, Janet.
Kudos to you, Amy. You're a very strong woman. My question is back to Loon. How do you convert from Loon when you put something in Loon and put it into a newsletter? Does that go into System IO?
Link. Yeah, just it's a link. Yep.
Okay,
Mhm.
all right.
Just click
That's
on
my
it and
question.
yep. They'll like when you after you create your Loom video, you'll see a little link and you just add that inside of there. And yeah, and then if you go and do you know how to create a newsletter?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's it. What I do is instead of like showing the link, I'll be click here for a personal video just for you, and then I'll highlight it, and then I'll put the link behind it. So when they click on that, it will take them to the video.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, oh, you bet. All right, Lorraine.
Hi, Michelle. So
Hello.
I've been trying to figure out my story too. Before
Mm-hmm.
kids, I was a nurse, and when I got pregnant with my first, that was my dream to be a stay-at-home mom because I didn't want to miss the moment. So I was able to do that. And then 10 years after being a stay-at-home mom, I like my kids were older and I felt like they were able to take care of themselves without needing mom. So I went out and got a job out there in the real world and as an esthetician. And then 9 months working there, I got let go from that job, and that's how I ended up here with Legacy. Because when I got let
Mm-hmm.
go from that job and pretty much like micromanaging the place for them while they were trying to build their business, I said that I didn't want to work for somebody else anymore. And my kids needed me more. They were like happy that they were going to see me more when I thought that I needed a break
Mm-hmm.
from them. But it made me realize that being a stay-at-home mom was what I was meant to be. So I don't know if I need to talk about anything with being a nurse or just from the moment where I ended up in Legacy.
Yeah, I mean, I think the part about being a nurse is a kind of a so what until you go
Uh-huh.
live, right? And that can kind of connect the relatability. But to me, your story, what you just said, like you guys, I was gonna be a career mom until I couldn't anymore. And then I realized how much my kids missed me and how I needed to be home with them. That's why I purchased this because I can work around them, be my own boss, make 100% profit, and not have to be in the grind of building something. Mhm.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
because like last Thursday, I made a post related to Tev's story and how she, like having Asian growing up with Asian parents, she wasn't taught like how to they didn't teach her how like that she could dream. So I
Hmm.
related to that, and then I said that um, I was like that too. Being Filipino, people relate me as a nurse, which was true. But my dream was
Mhm.
always to be a stay-at-home mom, and I was able to do that. And then, yeah, then I just told my story about how I got let go from that job and was back to being a stay-at-home mom.
Wow. Yeah, that's your story. That's great. Yeah, just keep on sharing that. And
Okay,
yeah,
thanks. I just wanted the
definitely.
clarification. Thank you.
Oh, perfect. Yes, perfect. Okay, I'll take these other three hands and then I'm gonna get off of here, guys. I have some things I gotta do tonight. All right, Ashley?
Hey, Michelle, I will be super quick. So, the newsletters, when you do the one a week where you're storytelling, do you
Mhm.
tell like the same story over and over again, or do you do like different versions of the
No,
story?
it's whatever's my current event going on,
Okay, so
like
like
whatever's
daily life
currently going
stuff.
on in my life.
Okay, and then the new automations, should we be putting our story in those or just leaving them completely alone?
Yeah, I recommend like I recommend going, I kind of taught this in the Legacy Builders, going through them and adding your personal touch or flair or adding some stories in it.
Okay,
Mhm.
awesome.
Like,
That's all I
mhm. Yeah,
Thank
easy.
you.
Okay. Uh-huh. Looks so cute, by the way. All right, Madonna.
Hey Michelle.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. So I'm working on my story. I've been posting consistently for about 2 weeks, 3 times a day. And at first I was focusing on the burnout that I felt working, 50 hours a week, taking care of the family, paying bills. And that was landing me some traction. My videos are getting likes, but not too many opt-ins for emails. But then last night I had like this epiphany where I remembered about 2 years ago, I had to close my dream business. And the reason why I am also an esthetician, the reason why I had to close my business is because I was just discounting myself and discounting my services, and I didn't know how to market myself. And so that was certainly a pain point that I wanted to also bring to the forefront about, maybe connecting with people who are entrepreneurial that maybe didn't make it in this business or that business because they didn't have people to speak with or people to see. So I was just trying to figure out which way should I go? Should I do both and see what the results would be? What would you do?
Yeah, I mean they can connect, right? So there's not so I would share like three videos a day, maybe share one that story and the other two the other story and see which one gets most engagement. Hmm.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
All right. Thank you.
absolutely. Because sometimes well, when I first started, I just talked about mom, right? And then when I opened up and I did kind of moms, dads, aunts, uncles, and grandparents, and
Hmm.
sometimes I'll go heavy on the difference of that and network marketing, right? So they're just different parts of my story, but they all can go back to the blueprint changed everything for me. Mhm.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. You're welcome. All right. How do you say that? Densha? Ooh, that's a good question. When you post three times a day, do you space? I do not space every 3 hours. It's quite interesting, you guys, because when I started posting on social media in 2022, you could post one after the other. And it worked really good. But then the algorithms change and it gets them competing with each other. So what I do is I will post one and depends on the amount of engagement it gets. If it gets like over 400 views, then I'll post another one. Right. But right now I'm kind of trying to pick up a later audience in the evening. So I've been posting one in the evening as well, which is pretty rare for me. I never done that before. So I like to switch it up a little bit. Mhm. Yeah, there's a loom training inside the program. Go to the Legacy Builders program. All right. You have a question? How do you say your name?
Densha.
Dinsha. See you guys, that was lack of confidence because I was like, I was gonna say that. I was like, man, I'm gonna blotch it. So see, that's why I shouldn't have doubted myself. So what's your question, my friend?
Um, Good night, everyone. I'm stuck. And as I said, before, I don't know nothing about, the online space. I just have my 13-year-old son was trying to help me to connect all the dots on the and connecting the system. But I'm not sure if this is the right time to, I just came on a while just now. So I'm not
Yeah, I would definitely go back and watch the beginning of this because I literally cover that and I think it will help you. It will be within 24 hours, it will be available, and I'll make sure to put it in the social media training inside our community. But I got to share something with you, and I love what you said. What you just said, by the way, my friend, was a video. That's the video I'd go create. You guys, I'm terrified. I'm going online. My 13-year-old had to set up my social media. But here's why I'm having the courage to do that. Because I found a blueprint and I found a community of over 51,500 people that are there to support me and walk me through this journey. So here's what I'm learning. I'm learning how to build a business on social media so I don't have to bother friends and family. I'm learning automations. You know what automations means? It means I'm having a system out there working for me 24/7. I still don't even understand it, but I'm going to figure it out with this blueprint. And then I'm learning how to get my income earning activities done in 2 hours a day, because I will tell you what, it's taken me a lot longer than 2 hours. So I'm excited to learn this. And I'm learning how to attract daily paying customers. Do you realize if I attract one customer a week, that's 900 a week? And I know if I can learn to attract one customer a week, soon I'll learn to attract one customer a day. That's $328,000 a year. And oh my, the fun things me and my 13-year-old could do. So if you're listening to me right now and you're afraid to take a leap and you're afraid to do something online because you're not tech savvy, or maybe you don't have a 13-year-old to help you, I would love to share this blueprint with you. Just put blueprint in the comments and I'll get you the blueprint details. That's it. Like, share what you're scared of. I remember when I used to create content, I was like, I do not want to bother friends and family to make money online. I don't want to have to live in DMs. I don't want to have to tell my family, I'll be right back. I got to do this, and right back never comes. I wanted to learn automations, but I was terrified because I'd never done online before. But I had searched, I'd watched so many videos, and I was so confused. I had like these puzzle pieces in my head, and I couldn't figure it out until I discovered this blueprint. And it was a breath of fresh air because the blueprint is teaching me step by step how to automate my business. I don't know what automations is, but I'm learning. It's teaching me how to build an email list. And I've discovered that email equals income. And it's teaching me how to attract daily paying customers. But you know what's best? It's teaching me how to get my income earning activities done in 2 hours a day. That gives me 22 hours in my day to do the things that I love. So if you are ready to learn these skills, if you are ready to get access to this free blueprint, just put ready in the comments and I'll get you the blueprint details. And that's it. I just said that over and over and over with my granddaughter in the back seat. Oh, I said it just every location, but it was from my heart. People don't buy from you because you've made money. Trust me, they buy from you because they feel safe with you. They feel like you can relate to them. I was way more relatable, you guys, when I was stressed and not making money. That's why I still share that story to this day. Your story is enough. If you're struggling, share that, but also share the hope that that's why you're glad you have a community of 51,000 people. Share the hope. That's why you're glad that you have a step-by-step to follow blueprint. Because do you guys realize the only way this will not work for you is if you quit? Quitting is the easiest thing to do. Because all you got to do is shut down your computer or put your phone away. Quitting is easy, but there's no money made in easy. The money comes when you're willing to follow this and implement it step by step by step. When you do that, everything changes. There is not one of you listening to me right now that can't be wildly successful. Let me ask you this question. Do you guys realize when I launched my business, I had a 3-year plan? I was like, oh my gosh, if I can just make 54,000 my first year. That's all. That was my only goal. My goal, my first year was master these skills. Master getting my income earning activities done in 2 hours a day. Master being able to create a video without sweating. That was like my goal when I started. I didn't have no big daily pay goals. Like it was just, if I can just make 54,000 a year, I can pay my bills and I have more time with my family. I said that in thousands and thousands of videos. right? My second year goal was to learn how to attract a $300 a day customer. 300 a day is 109,000 a year. That was my second year goal. My third year goal was to attract a $600 a day customer. I was like, oh my gosh, if it takes me 3 years and I start making 600 a day, that's 218,000 a year. That will change your life. I gave myself 3 years. So because I had no expectations except showing up every day and learning, I ended up making 6 figures in 6 months. My first million in 17 months. You guys, following the steps inside our Legacy Builders program, I made over $6 million since September of 2022. But back in September, I was terrified. I had such limiting beliefs. I had such stinking thinking. But you know what kept me going? The fear of being in the same place in 6 months. Go back and look at my old content. You'll crack up. You'll be like, oh, you have come a long way. And I better be saying that to myself in 6 months. I better grow in 6 months and be better in 6 months. And that's all. I just want to be your hope dealer. I'm just going to show up. I'm going to show up for you. And I'm going to show up and show you that no matter your current circumstances, that doesn't define you. What defines you is what you do this moment forward. And I just went out there and shared that on social media, and I attracted my customers to me. You will attract your customers to you. It doesn't matter who they are. It matters who you want to help. You're not out there to sell nothing. You're out there to save people. Save people from the uncertainty in their job or from their bank account. We have the solution. I'm sharing with you guys. We do. So, I'm so proud of you guys. You're here. Like, I just want you to know, give yourself credit. That is a win. That is something to celebrate. I'm going to leave you with this. Take 5 minutes a day, go look at the wins in the community and just celebrate with them. And just when you're telling them great job, say, if they can do it, I can do it. If they can do it, I can do it. Because it's the truth. Last thing I'm going to leave you with, if somebody's DMing you, please report them. That is in violation. And sometimes some scammers can squeeze on in here in our community because they look at this as their pond to fish in. But I will protect you guys. I made sure this is a safe place, but sometimes they squeeze on in. So make sure to report them so we can keep this community a safe place. My goal, my dream, my vision, and I will not stop till it happens, is I will create 1,000 self-made millionaires inside our community. Because I know the strategies. I know exactly what it takes. If I can do it, you can do it, my friend. You just got to be willing to learn a few things and learn that you are worthy and you are worth it. So anyway, thanks you guys for hanging out with me. I had fun. I will literally, yes, I received several DMs. Can you let me know, Rosie, please? Yeah, let's keep this community safe, right? Trust me. That's completely against everything I teach. So if somebody's doing it, they don't know how to build a business the right way. Says everything about them, right? So anyway, thank you guys so much. Let's have a great week and let's make the last 2 weeks of April the best 2 weeks, okay? Thanks you guys for hanging out with me. Bye. I'll see you guys.